What's up, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. So, last time, we found out that Junko is still alive and was actually never killed, which is crazy.
That is pretty wild.
Which is gonna basically allow us to figure out who the mastermind
What
is.
was that?
I was just zooming out to make sure my audio is okay.
Oh.
But yeah. So, let's pursue this possibility. Thanks, Byakuya.
Are you sure about that?
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation.
Okay, then who else would it be?
But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes.
I was there. I watched.
If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade. But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Now that you mention it, I think I did. I gently placed my hand on her body. I touched her wrist, and, yeah, she's dead. I did check, absolutely, and I can say for sure.
She was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
I give up.
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud. Too bad, too bad.
Shut up, man.
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
Oh?
You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
Huh?
No, of course not.
No.
There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko
No.
absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
How could Junko have survived?
Simply dodging.
Yeah, just use Ultra Instinct. She was dead, I was sure of it. But still, if she were alive somehow, could it be that Junko's not the one that died? It wasn't Junko, but someone else entirely. Maybe she used some sort of trick. Oh my god. It was Sayaka all along.
Now I understand.
Replact.
That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Switched places?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Yeah. You're saying they switched? When could they even have done that?
Teleported. How many times are we gonna see this clip?
I know, right?
This is like the 6th time.
Right when
It's
she was,
rain and blood.
alive? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
It was a shadow clone.
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that. So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
There has to be some way. I need to figure out how to explain how they could have switched. The moment of death. She was hiding inside Monokuma, and then just before the spear hit, you know. When we opened up Monokuma, right? I don't think there was enough room in there for a person. Besides, we're all standing right there. How could they have switched without us noticing? Oh, yeah, we probably would have saw it, huh? Yeah.
Shoot.
I'm a little dumb, though. After death, you're saying she's possessed? It's a ghost, it's the Illuminati. That's not really what I meant, but I guess there's no other way to explain it. Yeah.
Shoot.
At the beginning.
I got it. The two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
What? From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the
Once
moment
again.
of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Mukuru.
Hold on. So, you're saying the Junko we first met was actually Mukuro all along?
Hi.
Hey.
Then we'd already met her?
I had like a normal conversation with her.
Wow.
When
Wow,
we
congrats.
first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference.
Indeed.
That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
There's a thing called makeup.
She could have
Literally.
hidden it with foundation or something like that. If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
But if she really did use foundation...
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto.
But too bad for you, Monokuma.
You
can't
suck.
deny it anymore.
What the hell?
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid?
Okay.
What's that mean, afraid? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
Dummy.
Well,
I
shit.
tried to protect her identity. When did I do that?
So he still refuses to admit it, but he can try to deceive us all he wants. It doesn't matter, because I've already figured it out. He tried to hide Junko's identity, and not just once, but twice. The first time was during our latest investigation.
I got it!
She was not in the interviews.
While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster.
Hi. It wasn't just the monitor. It got turned off. Which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck? Oh, it happened to break.
Opsy.
Opsy.
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally
sorry for the
obvious
real
that
me.
the Junko we
sorry for
met
the real
was
me.
an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke.
No, it wasn't a fluke. The mastermind definitely orchestrated that power outage. And it's not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity. The mastermind tried to cover up with another piece of evidence. I've got to reveal that. Oh my god, again?
Lord.
Terror.
In the booth, like, "Grrr." Oh my god.
Welcome to Rhythm Heaven. Bro, if you roar at me again.
Are you sure about this? You're getting all riled up. That's impossible.
The only voice line.
Oh my god.
This is for
Alright.
growling.
Impossible.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
This should prove it.
You can never see her face.
The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo. Uh-oh. I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we'd gotten. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity.
A certain
An
sussy
unusual
similarity.
circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
The unusual circumstance common to all these pictures. She has no face.
No face for you.
The face stealer from Avatar.
Oh god.
The unusual circumstances. The ones who got the photos.
That really doesn't matter right now. Pull yourself together.
She's right. I need to settle down.
Yeah,
I need to calm down.
Shoot!
Shoot. Oh my god, we need to see it again. Oh, brother, we know.
I got it! Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face.
That's just a coincidence.
I don't even know what a face is.
It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think?
No, it's a coincidence.
And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko. Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Xanadu!
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind. And the
Oh, snap.
ultimate despair.
There it is, the declaration.
Xanadu times 2!
Get out here.
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on!
Hold on, you didn't even do the closing argument yet.
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything. Right now.
In a recap. Because I hate myself.
Because I hate myself. Alright, Act 1. Everybody arrived. Hi, Makoto.
Hey, Makoto.
What's the identity of the ultimate fashionista who I met in the main hall?
It's me, Mukuro Yukasawa.
Alright, I need to... I would assume it's this.
Yeah, probably.
I'm not sure if I can even... I don't want to do that. I don't know how to, like... Usually I think there's usually a way to read the descriptions of them, but... Smack. Oh, I got stabbed.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my gosh, I was betrayed. Alright, now, the real Junko is going to move the body. Probably the...
Isn't that the same picture down there?
Oh, yeah. Probably did. Probably that.
Yeah, pull it out, then place it.
Put on the mask. Stabby wabby.
Think then it's the knife? Maybe? I don't know.
Man, it's kind of hard to tell. Because, like, I know for this, or actually, probably this one. Typing something. Okay, so
Yeah.
it was the knife. So the knife. Yeah, who was it that stopped him? Then it was Kyoko. Makoto was damn lucky.
I know, right?
Kyoko most likely would have been framed for his murder. Out of the surprise attack. Fled my room.
The fire.
So, probably that one. Ran. Taking the mask off.
Put it on the ground. And then the one where she's like laying on the ground.
What was the condition of the dead body?
With the mask.
No, I found it. Coco got blown up.
And then the
Couldn't
burned
identify the
one.
mysterious body because it got blown up. Alright, I think
Alright.
this is
The
correct.
killer is
Me!
Me! Hi.
We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko Enoshima, right after we all arrived here. But that
Junko
wasn't the real
Enoshima.
Junko.
Junko Enoshima. That went awkward. I got the first one wrong.
The girl we saw before us
That
was
would
actually the
suck.
16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba.
Oh.
But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma.
How lame.
In other words, the mastermind.
See, honestly, Mukuro and Junko don't really look that different. The only difference is the freckles.
Yeah.
So, like, I wouldn't have
Enoshima.
noticed it.
No, yeah.
Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue until Junko decided to put her body to use.
Isn't that so crazy though? Like how convoluted is
Junko
this?
Yeah,
dragged
really.
the body out
I mean,
of
it's
the
been planned
biolab,
since chapter 1.
using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder
Obviously, it
to
doesn't hit
try
as
and
hard
friend
because we've seen this
Kyoko,
already.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen it
proven to be one
twice
big
now.
thorn in her side.
No, 3 times now.
Dang.
4th if you want to count the enemy.
Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school.
Stab. Nice knife, kid. Did they make it for women?
So she put on a mask and then attacked me.
I gotta get out of here.
After making
Where
sure
are
I
you
got
going?
a good look at the mask, she left the room.
Grr.
Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place.
You idiot. Now look what you did.
Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence. She needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder, and the one who
Murder.
carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma.
The asshole herself.
The real Junko Enoshima.
Whoa!
That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
Damn it.
I'm just gonna kill you right here.
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
You like lost.
Come on! It's time you finally
You
revealed
better
yourself.
be careful, bro. He's right next to you.
Monokuma like, you know what? You shut the hell up.
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Just like, what the fuck?
Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Here we go. The true endgame.
Junko Enoshima.
Oh my god.
The realist.
The face of the Danganronpa franchise.
We have been waiting. waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear. If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world.
Half of the entire world.
It's like Hero just turns. You know what? Fuck this. And
You're
just starts strangling her.
We've even drawn up the deed already. We
Like, everybody
will
just jump her at
grant
this
you
point.
Literally.
honor, status. in
What's
some
he
of our
doing?
own cooking.
Stop! Stop! What the
Have you
fuck?
made your choice? Will you
Okay,
serve
no
under
thanks.
us?
Okay.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
This is the mastermind? She's the real Junko Enoshima?
Anyway,
Anyway.
looks like I've finally been set free. Having to
Slay.
play Monokuma all
Slay.
the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Your face.
No, your
Huh?
face.
What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm
So where
cuter
exactly
than
did you
100
get the
chihuahuas
opportunity to either
combined.
go to the bathroom, go take a shower, or go eat?
Never.
I feel
If you've been
like
stuck in the data center.
this isn't the first time I've seen you.
At least for the first 3 chapters. No, I do remember seeing it. I'm sure I've seen her too somewhere. Was it...
I got it! That's right. It was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover. And you were on it.
Wow, you have a pretty
Wow.
good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began.
I've seen her on tons of magazine covers. Doesn't feel like it quite matches up.
Huh? Oh, are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Well, of course. Those are totally photoshopped.
Photoshopped?
Yeah, you know, edited to hell and back with like computers and junk.
Oh, they're not real. You're
Yeah.
fake.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista.
Honestly, I like the freckles on her more.
Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Twins?
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship.
You know,
The
where you
older
murder
sister,
one.
tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me, Junko fucking Enoshima. And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka
And now we're just
the
one
Ultimate
Despair sister.
Whoa! She's a totally different person now.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself. But if
What
you're
the hell?
twins, why do you have different last names? Ugh, that again? Any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over? Just make
Questions?
up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The
I don't
truth's
give a
fucking
shit.
lame anyway.
But
But,
she
what
was
the
your
hell?
twin. That means you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if!
Well, I suppose I'd better explain. For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to
Wow.
be the letdown of the family, leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the 3 atrocities.
Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's
You're mid.
why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away, which is precisely why I killed her. To meet everyone's expectations.
Honestly, Sayaka should have been the first one to go.
I know.
Can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know? If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So, I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point. A little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal.
Yeah, it was.
Just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
I was stabbed.
I guess I could have read like literally any of those, but I was just staring at that.
Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance.
So killing her was the only way.
But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
No.
You talk like that.
What is wrong with you?
You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. No, I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it?
That's not true at all. We were twins. How could I not be sad? That's why it gets me so excited.
Huh?
Killing my precious sister
freak.
with my own two hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super despair. It just feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
That's what I'm saying, man.
And my sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair.
That's
After
awesome.
all, to be murdered by your own sister.
I love being fucking
and
depressed.
only as an example to someone else. She must have died feeling such excruciating
I wish that were me.
so jealous of her.
Yeah, it should have been me.
Jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some
No, what the
ordinary
hell is
person.
wrong with you?
Some kind of
Abnormality.
abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic.
Hopelessly bitchy.
I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No. I don't think there's
No.
anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
Huh? Don't you mean had that
Oh,
noble
shit.
blood?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow! You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I I'm the killer. So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating.
Damn straight.
Damn
That's
straight.
exactly what we're
Yeah.
going to do.
Bet you
We're
felt
going
real
to
cool
solve
then.
these mysteries. And then
My cool factor went
we'll
up.
have our victory.
Yeah, we're gonna win.
I can't wait.
All right, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
Yeah, I don't know.
The group pictures were taken? And those interviews? It must mean... I got it! It must have something to do with our entrance day exams.
No fair! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things.
I'm still
Do
impressed
you
by the restraint to
recall?
not just jump her right now.
I know, right?
Think back to what Monokuma told us. Memories that were stolen from us and what they must be related to. The motives.
I got it! You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad
don't have a heart.
manners. So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
Theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
The theme for the motive Monokuma gave us for the first murder? Probably human connections.
I got it! The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most
Like your
important
couch.
Like your
relationship.
couch.
Damn it.
For example, your friends.
It said family, not friends. You read the wrong
The
line.
long.
Your
Your family.
I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill.
I'm a backer on Kickstarter.
Oh my
But
god.
still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it.
Yes, well,
Yeah, I
I'm
did.
perfectly
No.
happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay, time for the next question. So what was the theme for the second motive?
For the second motive, it was the past.
I got it! It was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was... embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah! And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
The theme for the third murder was greed.
I got it! It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again!
All because Celestia was a bitch.
Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go. Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
It was. Pretty sure it was betrayal, but
Yeah.
we're gonna get this one wrong. Saying the desire to hide her secret was the motive. Well, not quite. Truly, she kept a secret from us. What's important right now isn't that she hid something, it's what she hid.
Shoot!
I don't even have a health bar. That's it, Monokuma blackmailed Ogre to get her to kill us.
Hey, what you call blackmail, I call doing business. Seriously, you just don't get it. Boo-hoo-hoo.
Shut up. Monokuma tried to go over Sakura into killing one of us, but that's not what led to Sakura killing herself.
I got it!
I got it.
In her case, it was betrayal.
Precisely. You see, once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards. Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal? These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world. In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of despair?
That sounds goofy as hell.
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours?
Long enough.
Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
That's dumb.
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Yeti slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
Huh? Really?
Then hurry up and tell us.
Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside
Oh my God.
world.
Outdoors?
The outside world. It looks like we'll get to see the outside world in the next
shit.
episode. Or in other words, the finale.
Ooh.
So, as always, if you all enjoyed and are excited to see the final episode and want to support this channel, you know what to do. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll catch you all in the next episode.